is some Broadway stuff, man.
So, been doing budgetless films for 4 years now.
Oh man, 4 years. That's actually kind of crazy.
Yes. Well, technically we've been doing budgetless films for 3 years, but we had the idea for doing something like it 4 years ago.
Yeah, with a Hunter Dunbar and all that.
Oh
and then before that, I had the Pearl. Ooh, I'm gonna have to send you those.
We've grown as filmmakers.
Oh yeah, no, and storytellers. I've always wanted to do storytelling stuff. I mean, not always. I mean, I had the general sense of doing it. So.
Oh, okay. So this is something I wanted to talk about. Remember when we shot Overdramatic Encounter?
The first one, right?
Yes, the first one.
I do. I remember
how crazy.
You were just over and we were hanging out playing Halo.
Yeah. We were just hanging out and I had an idea. And I was like, what if we just filmed us fighting, but it gets crazier and crazier? And then you were like, you started bringing up ideas for it. And then we were like, let's do this.
Yeah. Because we both were going into videography and photography. Because around then, because that's when I was taking the film classes, or not the film classes, the videography classes, I guess it's technically called.
Because you had just gotten the software.
I had just gotten the software, and I just got the T2I. So, both recommended by my teacher at the time. So.
Yeah. For me back then, I was still thinking I was going to go into engineering.
Yeah, you definitely were. I remember that.
Yeah. And then just my sophomore year of high school, like the summer, I was just like, you know what? I enjoy film so much more, and I can make money off of it. So, let's just do it.
Yeah. 2018 is when my entire, idea for what was going to happen, what I was going to go for a job kind of changed. I didn't exactly know. I wanted to do something with the camera or storytelling, but, my big things were, writing, videographer for weddings and stuff like that, because that can make you some bank. And then, obviously, family photography and all that. So I wanted to get really good at that stuff. So I already had like camera. I already had. I didn't have lights at the time. I did have. Basically all I had was the camera and the lenses. I had the
and I
tripod.
had my Kodak Pix Pro.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Man, the
Still have
T2, the T2i, it had a good color codec and it had a decent sensor. The only issue I have with it is that its video is like absolute garbage.
And it had those 2 dead pixels.
Yeah.
If you look at our like original stuff, you can tell it was shot on the T2i and the Kodak because everything with the T2i has the dead pixel, and then everything with the Kodak has that really bad autofocus.
Yeah.
But you can see when I got the G85 because suddenly both of those disappeared. Dude, we gotta get our hands on a pocket. Either the 4K or the 6K.
I'm going to save up for one. So hopefully the pandemic kind of calms down so I can go back to work, which would be amazing. If not, it's going to suck.
My grand plan was to get a job when I was done with high school stuff. But things happened, so either I'm not going to get a job for a while, or if the pandemic subsides, I'm going to be competing with so many people. How about we talk about the one film a month challenge and what that taught us?
Yeah, we had a lot of ideas for that, like about a lot of the films that we would do. One example being LURK. That didn't happen.
LURK. Yeah, that didn't get to happen because, okay, we totally overestimated our abilities.
Yeah, just a bit. Here's the thing though. LURK, we could have done. Bunker, we couldn't have done. But it's a good thing that we put a lot of focus on it, because now we know what we want, now we know what it looks like, and now we know what it can be. So I'm glad
we
that we
also
did
have
do
a
it.
better sense of our limits.
Yes, that's really good too. That's a good point. So that's another thing. College is going to be super fun because I actually get to see other people's work. Also,
and you have people who are passionate about it.
Yes, however, not as passionate, bro. I got beat, bro, because I like all 3 stages. The first stage is obviously the most pre-production. It's boring. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't happen. LURK being, for example, we were going to shoot that earlier this year, but then we ended up not doing it, and then we ended up doing Bunker instead. We easily could. I guarantee you, we could have shot and had LURK published on YouTube pretty soon. Obviously, VFX I would need to go into for that one in particular.
Yeah, and that is also dependent on the people we could get involved for it.
Yeah,
because there were several characters.
However, around that time, we had a lot of people like kind of lined up, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, outside of the people limitation and the VFX limitation, LURK was within our technical abilities to accomplish.
Yeah, and honestly, the way I'm going to be rewriting it now, I'll probably rewrite it sometime over the summer. But it's going back to its roots, so that's what I'm going for. I'm not going to go into any of the story details because the teaser is the teaser still up?
Well, our concept piece, yeah, that's still up. Fear the Unknown.
Yeah, that's still up. Yeah, so cinematography-wise, expect something better than that, but similar.
Yeah.
So
similar style, but executed way better.
Yeah, definitely. I'm working on this project that I'm currently trying to figure out how I can kind of do a reveal for. We're going to see what I can do with that, and hopefully I can get a reveal going.
What I really hate is the tunnel is stuck in the script.
Yeah, that's a bit of a...
Because when we decided to hold off on Bunker, that's what I wanted to shoot over spring break.
Yeah, like it was something that we could easily do. Not easily, but I mean, it's something we could...
It's something within our ability.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to do was Overdramatic Encounter 3.
Oh,
that would have been great.
Those are the 2 shorts that you should expect to see pretty soon after this pandemic's over.
Yeah, those ones are going to be probably the most ready to go, or
Yeah.
not most ready to go, but easiest to get out. With this new PC, I've been doing a lot of VFX tests more than usual,
Nice.
or at least
Because you have a
recently.
god tier PC.
Yeah, very very powerful. I'm trying to learn Blender, and if I can learn it, then that'd be good. Because if I can learn Blender, and we get a mocap suit, think about that for a second.
But here's the thing.
We
Mocap suits are expensive.
There are a few that are very cheap. If we got a mocap suit and I learned Blender, and
We could
Yeah.
do animated stuff.
we could do very very realistic animation, which actually that'd be for this moment in time. If I had the mocap suit and I knew how to use Blender, like actually use Blender, then what would end up happening was I could pump out like CGI films. What have you been doing to kind of I don't know pass the time?
Mostly during quarantine, I've been looking up different products and stuff, like different camera gear, stuff like that, to sort of figure out where I want to go next with building out my gear.
One of the things that I was doing, like before I got my Rift S, I was actually looking at, cameras as well, like the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. And what ended up happening is I ended up going with the Rift S because I can actually use that right now.
Yeah.
Also, really cool.
I mean, if you had the Pocket 4K, you could get some amazing footage of Finn.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I could use it for at this point in time. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that I can still technically go to parks and stuff.
Yeah, I've been wanting to, just take a drive around town, just stay in my car the whole time, because I miss driving.
Yeah.
I might do that, so I don't go crazy from being stuck at home.
I am very excited for college because, one, we get access to facilities that are way above what we could ever probably buy.
Yeah, I get a whole sound stage with the green screen.
Yeah, you get a soundstage
It's awesome.
that has a green screen, and we also got the place I'm going to. They also have like a green screen place, and they also have a white screen place for photography. Although I will say the editing area that they have there, like those rooms that you can edit in, those like sectioned off offices, dude, that's
those are
pretty
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Even if I don't use the computer that's in there, I
Yeah.
might bring in my laptop and use the space. Alright, so I think we've rambled on long enough.
probably. I don't know how long this recording is.
40 minutes.
Oh, that's long.
Alright, so if you've enjoyed this little retrospective and turning to a new chapter, make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing for more stuff from us. What do you have to say about that, Brian?
I will see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.